Assalamualaikum. Good evening, good people. It is a beautiful day today. With me, Aina Izzatie, and besides me, SYAHMINA JOHAN, live from Sudden's New. We will serve you the updated news nowadays for a few minutes. Your news is our business.
Today, the main topic is about computer fraud. Computer fraud is a cybercrime and the act of using a computer to take or alter electronic data or to gain unlawful use of computer or system. Malaysia has enacted its Computer Crime Act 1977, which deals with unauthorized access of computer. Without wasting time, let us look at a short clip about example of computer fraud.
How much is the price of this book?
It's 25 ringgit, miss.
Oh, here you go, 25 ringgit.
Thank you, miss. Have a nice day.
That was an example of computer fraud. But do we know computer fraud can be categorized into 5 different fraud? As you watched earlier, that was an example of computer fraud under the first category, namely input data, where the data that had been entered is not the real data received by the employee from the customer.
Absolutely correct. Now, the second category is processor fraud. What is processor fraud and their example? Processor fraud is unauthorized systems use, which the employees with no appropriate access hack into the system or self-interest.
Great. Now, the third computer fraud is computer instruction fraud. It is tampering or interfering with company software, such as modifying the software and making illegal copies.
Moving to the next computer fraud, which is data fraud. It is illegally use, copy, browse, search, and other wrong act which cause the data breach and may lead to company suffer loss. For example, an employee of the company sold the data or information of the company to the competitors, relatives, or even friends and made money from that actions.
Last but not least is output fraud. Output fraud is tangible data or printed data that have been stored and safeguarded in one place. Output fraud happen when there are no proper safeguards are provided and employee let the outsider enter the storage where the data is placed.
So, that's all for the types of computer fraud. Back to the short clip. What's the solutions from the scenario?
As you see earlier, there are a lot of mistakes from the shop that need to be revised. The first is no segregation duty, in which employee can simply conduct wrong act as no one is watching and everyone is minding their own job. So segregation is important, in which several employees can check or confirm the key data is correct and occur.
Yes, the internal control of the shop need to be reviewed also to see whether the effectiveness in preventing the fraud. Moreover, the shop needs to train their employees in fraud awareness, security measures, and ethical issues so they are aware of their wrongdoings.
I agree with you. Moreover, the shop need to come out or put new control to detect fraud. For example, install CCTV at different locations where the fraud might be happen, and also reconciliation of the report with the data entered.
So we have reached the end of the time. Hope all of you clear about what we explained and can identify the types of computer fraud happens in the organization. See you and goodbye.